see, I have the penguin all traced out on my glass ball, and I primed it with white prior to starting the painting. And I'm grabbing a little bit of black, and I'm just doing the head and the wings and filling in the base colors just to get that done. And I will probably add another coat just because I can see the white showing through it. I'm just taking a little bit of black and adding those eyes. And then I also did a little bit of blue for the irises, just so it's not a solid black. Of course, I'm taking a little bit of orange and painting in that beak, and then a little bit of purple. We're going to paint in the earmuffs and just put that base color in for those earmuffs. I'm going to use that same color purple in the scarf, and I'm going to add some purple stripes with the purple that we used from the earmuffs. Making sure to repeat colors in your painting always makes your painting a lot stronger, and it kind of brings it all together and unifies everything. A little bit of white and just lightening up the blue in the irises, and then I'm also going to add those highlight dots in the eyes just to give them a little bit of life. I have painted the face white with the white acrylic, and now I'm going back over with black just to give it another coat to cover up any of those streaks that I have from my brush marks. Up a nice bright green, and we're painting his gift, that nice bright green. Again, I'm going to use that bright green in his scarf to repeat that color. I'm going to take a little bit of the white and then add some texture inside those earmuffs so it gets a little bit of a furry feel to them. I'm just using little strokes of motion with the white just to give it the texture. And once again, I'm going to add another layer of the green on the gift and the scarf. And then also another layer of purple on the scarf. I'm going to grab my small round brush and some red. I'm going to add some bow and ribbon onto the gift with that. I took a little bit of bright blue and white and mixed up a lighter blue color for the background behind our penguin, and then also around the entire ball. And now what I'm doing is grabbing a little bit of white. I'm just adding some highlights onto our penguin's wings. Didn't like the way it looked there, so I covered it back up with black and re-added the highlights again. Back in with some red and go another layer onto that ribbon on our package. And then with my small round brush and some white, I'm adding some highlights on that ribbon. And now I'm taking my small round brush and some black. I'm kind of cleaning up those eyes, and then did a little bit of a line around the beak, and now adding some shading with red for his cheeks. And then grabbing some of that white and just touching up where I think it needs to be touched up and fixed. And now I'm going in with some white. I'm adding some highlights to our scarf along the top edge, and then kind of along the middle where it folds. Just adding some highlights so it looks like it folds and you can see it rounded. And now I'm taking just a little bit of black and just shadowing where the scarf kind of meets the penguin. And then I'm going to do the same thing just along the bottom of that scarf where it meets the penguin as well. And then also adding a little bit of shading right where the wings meet the body too. And then some touch-ups and highlights in the beak and around the eyes. And then grabbing a little bit of black just for some eyebrows. And then also taking my small round brush and just drawing that line in between the earmuffs with black. And then just for fun, I am taking some glitter paint with a darker green and adding some polka dots to his package. Taking a little bit of red and just adding a little red stripe onto that scarf as well. And then going back into that blue and just adding some touch-ups with the blue where it needs to be covered a little more, or I see brush strokes showing through from the ball. Now it's just all about touch-ups and just getting everything to look perfect the exact way I want it to. And now I'm taking a little bit of white and just adding some little white dots around the ball just for snow. I'm just grabbing a little bit of glitter paint and adding that on top of the white dots just so it has a little bit of glitter and shine and bling. And there's our finished penguin ornament. I hope you enjoyed this project.